Hi, Capricorn. It's Denise with Divine Soul Astrology, and today I'm here to discuss Jupiter stationing direct in Cancer, and that was 2 days ago. And it will remain direct until December 13th. So no worries, you have lots of time to enjoy Jupiter's benefits. All right, so Jupiter going direct really means that our path it can be illuminated for us. We can understand where we want to move, where we want to go next. It's about growth and expansion. That is Jupiter. Jupiter is also it rules the ninth house of Sagittarius. And so Jupiter is the great benefic, blessings, abundance, and opportunities and things like that. Jupiter is connected to wisdom and our higher path, or like what is very meaningful to us, our purpose. So Jupiter going direct maybe can show you what is more meaningful to you and, kind of what you want, right? Moving forward, it can. And so Jupiter in Cancer, as it is, talks about, nurturing ourselves and to embrace our emotional needs for sure, and to also nurture others. It is related to Cancer is related to home and family, where we live, any kind of a family matters, your mother, and what is emotionally safe for us. That is Cancer, all right? But Jupiter for you, Capricorn, is stationing direct in your seventh house of partnerships. So this is the house of any type of partnerships. It's also the house of harmony and balance, right? That's what Libra wants because this is the seventh house is yours is in Cancer, but the in the natural chart, this is the seventh house of relationships. It's also opponents, right? Anybody that we might not agree with, or even they may be an opponent, but it's usually kind of just something we kind of don't agree with. You may have one, I'm not sure about that. It also rules legal matters, right? The seventh house. Okay. And also the way we relate to others. It doesn't always have to be a relationship per se, just how we are relating to others. So, you may feel better regarding opportunities and expansion possibly here with regard to partners any type, but it could be your attitude or your perspective, as I was saying, right? This Jupiter going direct in this house it can be about how you manage or show up in relationships, like I was saying. You could also win a legal battle when Jupiter goes direct. You could in that house. And Cancer, we were talking about Cancer, right? Because it's in Cancer. This is intuitive and nurturing. Perhaps maybe you've been able to come to terms here with something, with a family matter or something like that, right? Um, yeah, for sure. And so Jupiter also rules your 12th house of endings, surrender and release. And usually surrender to the divine, right? This is just not just give stuff up, right? It rules that 12th house. So there's something that you are kind of closing out or ending, possibly, or maybe you want to surrender to something. But it is ruling your 12th house. And so um, it could be something you're kind of trusting in as well. There could be. Uh, and that is what the 12th house is about, where Jupiter is ruling. Jupiter also is trining. Um, we have this. Jupiter is, I can't read my own notes here, you guys, not a good thing. But here, yeah, and so yeah, Jupiter will trine by the sun, excuse me, is being trined. There we go. Jupiter is being trined by the sun. So the trine is very, supportive. It's a very supportive aspect where it's supportive and it makes things flow easier for us. So you have Jupiter being trined in your seventh house of relationships being trined by the sun. So the sun is about a sense of ourselves, really, and how we want to shine. Sometimes it rules the fifth house, the sun. But the sun is, the sun can also show us. It does really have to do with our sense of self. It sure does, ruling that fifth house of Leo. But in the natural chart, but we have the sun and Mercury both. Mercury is the planet of intelligence, and they are in Pisces. And so this rules your third house of thinking, and communication, decisions, choices, plans and goals, and willpower. This is also about siblings and anything that's really familiar to you. So we have that going on there. with Mercury and the Sun both in Pisces there, right? So here we have, you might feel more clear though, Capricorn, as well about a decision moving forward. All right. So thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed this, Capricorn, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell, and I will be back with another video, likely the full moon in Libra. And so, in case you didn't know, this was for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And hit the bell if you'd like to be notified. I've mentioned that. If you want a reading with me, check out the description box below. I'm a psychic. I do tarot, past life readings, all kinds of really cool readings. And they are really to empower us. I also have twin flame readings. So, that's really to understand your partner, right? Basically. So thank you so much for joining me here.